Siddharth tracks this government very closely. Files aren't moving at this time. Investments going down. The national picture looks very bleak. Will these elections in any way change that? Because that's what all the Congress ministers are saying, that they're hoping for, that a good verdict for the UPA will get some life back into this government.
You know, files are moving. Some people may think the wrong files are moving. For example, decisions get taken, they get reversed. So there is a sense in which this government is divided, in which things are taken not necessarily entirely, decisions are taken in not entirely a transparent manner. But there is a more fundamental paradox. When we look at corruption, the paradox of this government actually presiding over some of the largest corruption scams that we've seen in independent India. At the same time, this government has taken the most action that any government has ever taken against businessmen, against politicians. When is the last time, either in the UF or in the earlier Congress government or BJP, that you've seen former ministers being sent to jail, captains, CEOs of your big industrial houses being sent to Tihar jail? You can credit the court for that and the media. But somewhere down the line, governments have ways of resisting even that pressure. And I think how Prime Minister Manmohan Singh manages this paradox, is he able to push ahead with criminal prosecutions? I think 2G is going to be absolutely decisive in setting a tone for the rest of this government, in setting a tone for how business houses are to relate to policy making in this country. And I think, there the jury is out. What is he going to do? Will he succumb to pressure finally? And what happens in Tamil Nadu may have a bearing on that. If this alliance wins, if the DMK Congress alliance wins, as some polls are suggesting, will that mean a slackening of the probe? These are questions, I think, which will be more decisive.
Sanjeev, because in that sense, there are several people in the Congress, they'll never admit it, but they're hoping deep within that the DMK loses, because then they are forced to depend on the Congress's support at the centre, and they have no leverage in the state.
I think I completely agree with you there. And I also agree with what Siddharth was saying towards the end of his, what he was saying, that, see, I think what the Congress party will perhaps be doing is trying to somehow make this whole adversity scenario into some kind of an opportunity. They really don't have much to lose going forward. Like Siddharth was saying, this is a government which has presided over the biggest of scams, but this is also a government, even while we give credit to the courts, after all, the Maharashtra Chief Minister, he went without the court actually asking for his exit. So in some ways, this government is trying to clean up the act. There is some, even if it is for the sake of pretense or reality, I think going forward, what will happen in the next couple of years, there are these many quarterfinals, semi-finals. The next one, big one, is Uttar Pradesh. But it's all a preparation for 2014, which even the Congress people realize the third time lucky, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be a tough one. But they have to put their best foot forward. And the one thing which is going for them amidst all this scenario is that except for the odd Anna Hazare and his team who seem to catch public imagination, there's no political party which is doing anything to capture the space which Congress seems to be vacating. So again, like to Manmohan Singh, Sonia is the opposition leader. Maybe in the coming couple of years, people love to make fun of him and be a skeptic. But next 2 years are the time which are going to either make or break Rahul Gandhi and his future. He has to now come out, play ball, be like a real politician, either do something or go down under.
Okay, you've raised the issue of Rahul Gandhi, who's been very busy in Uttar Pradesh, a night full of drama, we all saw that. But are there lessons that he can learn from what Mamata Banerjee has done in West Bengal? Create a groundswell of local support. Because so far we've seen Rahul Gandhi parachute in, high voltage photo opportunities, create some noise, and then Manishankar Iyer go back into his cocoon. Do you believe that they had an advantage in 2009 when you got some seats in Uttar Pradesh, but that a lot of people feel has now been frittered away because there was no concerted action after that? Are there lessons?
Please note the dilemma in which Rahul Gandhi is today, which was the same one that Rajiv Gandhi was in until October 1984. It is that he is perhaps the General Secretary of the party, but he's also the son of the President. And the President has appointed somebody as the Prime Minister. If he becomes very active on issues, he'll either be parroting what has been said anyway, or will be saying things which will cause dissidence. So anybody in that position has to be extremely discreet about the public statements he makes, which doesn't mean that his mind is not working on public issues. And just as Rajiv Gandhi, particularly in that first year of 1985, was an astonishing surprise and a very pleasant surprise to most people, I suspect the same thing will happen whenever Rahul Gandhi becomes the Prime Minister of India. He is in the unfortunate position of not being fit for any other position.
All right.
He's bound to be either the Prime Minister or nothing.